Welcome to video number 3 of this training series. Really excited that you're making it this far because you are serious about this business. We just went over the 4 core commitments, and so now we're going to spend a lot more time on that last one, taking action, and go more into exposures with video number 3, which is all about exposing the opportunity. So let's get started with this video, going over this document that you can download at any time below this video. First off, good to know, it takes an average of 7 exposures to lead to an enrollment. So this is important because a lot of people think that you just tell them 1 or 2 things and they want to join. That's usually not the case. Usually, getting a product in their hands, sending them a video and website, plugging them in with a Facebook group, getting them maybe on a 3-way call, stuff like that. Those are all separate exposures, and it takes an average of 7 before an enrollment. And so if someone isn't completely committing but they're interested, it's not that you're not doing your job well, it just means they need to know a little bit more before they're confident enough to join this business and partner up with you. So if someone's like at a 7 or an 8 out of 10, you could tell they're like just itching and they just have a little iffy, that means that you're doing a good job because you got them interested. You just need to show them a little bit more, whether it means connecting them with a mentor or maybe at an event or getting them more product to try or something like a Facebook group, a video, a website. There's lots of different ways. We're going to get into that right now, but you're doing good. So it takes an average of 7. Important to remember that. And there are really 2 different kinds of methods when it comes to going over and exposing this opportunity. You can do this offline or you can do this online, and it's also good to do a combination of both. So let's go over some of the ways you could do this offline. To start off, a home event or a taste testing party, they're very similar, so they're kind of similar bullets, right? You again, the invite one by one, fill a need. They're always thinking what's in it for me, so show them what's in it for them. So each person's got to be individual. Don't do any mass invites, don't do any mass texts or mass Facebook messages. It's the worst thing you can do. Do not do that. On the day of, make sure you confirm the guests again and pick them up if you can. Good culture, upbeat music. You want them walking in and it doesn't want to be dead inside. Have a good energy going. And also always have cold product to try. So very important. The Verves and stuff, they're great, but they're not as good when they're warm. So that's just being honest. So put them in the fridge beforehand, make sure it's cold. And if you want to make sure you don't run out of all your cans really quick, have a couple of Dixie cups out. Put some Dixie cups out in front of the different products, taste testing especially. They can try all the different ones. I would strongly recommend getting the Body Build out there and the Part T. Those seem to be the 2 favorites by far. They taste incredible, so definitely make sure they get some of that. It's great for just sampling it out, and that way they have something in their hand while they're listening to you or while you're explaining it. They can kind of relate to it more. You want to start things off, you kind of want to share your story. So we just went over the how, why, what. Whether it's a 30-second story or maybe you expand it a little bit more and it's like a minute or 2, it's good that they know your personal connection with this. And so remember how you heard about this, why you're doing this, and what's happened since you've been on board and why you're so excited. So what's in it for the future, kind of. All right. And then a great way to expose the opportunity like a professional in a way that's duplicatable is using the Vima Flipbook. So maybe you saw this when you enrolled and you thought this was a great tool. If you haven't, vimaflipbook.com. Let me take you there right now. Okay. This Vima Flipbook is absolutely incredible because it's duplicatable. And the internet here is slow, so I apologize if it's loading slow on your screen, but it's incredible. It's such a duplicatable tool. It does a great job of really showing what Vima and this opportunity is all about, and it makes you come across as a professional. So maybe if you need to practice once or twice, this flipbook before you actually use it the first time, that would be a great idea. But it's really good for a home event to just have people, good music, get a can in their hand or get some product in their hand that they're trying, and then share your story, let them know why you're so excited, so that way it's personable. Then you could use the Vima Flipbook to really show them why this event and why this opportunity is everything that they want. And at the end, when you answer their questions, make sure you're asking them questions, keep the topic on them, make it personal, one-on-one, and show them how you can help launch their business. And so last but not least, like I said, answer questions and close. And I would always strongly recommend edifying the Supercharged Network, the great community If you've already been added to that group, if you haven't, go request to get added. You'll be added very, very shortly. Add your guests to that Facebook group before they leave, because every time you post in there, your friend gets a notification on Facebook. So if it takes an average of 7 exposures to join this business, and every time you post in there, they get a notification, that means every time you post in there, they're getting an exposure, because they're going to go see what you're posting, or they're at least going to get that notification. Remember that Supercharged Network has to deal with Vima in this business you're doing, and they're going to be constantly getting exposed over time. And so with that Facebook group can really shorten that curve of someone who just needs more information or has to think about it, because they're going to see what they're missing out on when they're on that Facebook group looking around because they're curious, because everyone always is. So very important you add them to the Facebook group before they leave. I know I'm adding all my prospects on there as soon as they agree to check out the opportunity, and we get more to that later, but very important you go over that and you do that at the end of the event. So use that flipbook. It's an awesome tool. Get cold projects in their hand, be personable, share your story, really answer their questions, close them, and add them to the Facebook group. So that's for home event and taste testing. There's also something called a one-on-one. Would not recommend this so much when you're first getting started, but it is good as you get more and more adapted to this business. And it's basically where you meet with someone one-on-one. So whether it's a coffee shop, you invite them over to your house, whatever you feel like is best. But it's really good because it's personable. You don't have a huge crowd. You could be real with them. They could be real with you because there's not other ears listening. So that's pretty cool. So the steps for the one-on-one, pretty similar to the home event. Again, same concepts, just applied in different ways. With the invite, just like normal, sell the appointment, not the business during your invite. So it's just like any other invite. You're not trying to sell them on the spot. You're trying to sell the appointment. That way they can dedicate the time they need to see what this opportunity is all about. If you're doing it at a coffee shop or somewhere where you need to get Wi-Fi, get there nice and early and get the Wi-Fi and make sure it works. Worst thing is you have to have someone show up and then they need that Wi-Fi and they can't sign up because there's no Wi-Fi. That's a big problem. So make sure you don't do that. Ask questions throughout. The focus is on them, not you. Everyone knows you're interesting, but nobody cares. And that's no offense to you, that's just human nature. So you need to figure out where they need Vima in their life. More questions you ask, more interest you have in them, the more that they're going to tell you where Vima fits in their life. Whether it's the health, the wealth, the networking, the skill set, whatever, they're going to show you why Vima fits in their life, and you just got to fill in the blanks. Again, the cold product, you can bring them a full can. Again, it's more personable. Share your story. Use that flipbook. You could use vimaflipbook.com. You could also go download it in your Vima back office. That's pretty cool as a PDF or a PowerPoint. So you can have it without Wi-Fi, so that's awesome. And it's really important with the one-on-one, you really close with urgency because they're going to be losing their spot. Let them know you're talking to other people. Let them know that you're not the only person that they're meeting with. Let them know that you're constantly exposing others. That way they know that they really have to act now, otherwise they're going to risk losing their spot. So really important you do that. And always, again, add them to the Supercharged Facebook group. I would suggest showing them the Supercharged Facebook group. That way they could see that there's over 10,000 members in there and that this is big. This isn't just you and them. This is like a network across the world with this Vima opportunity. So, and also it'll help expose them over time if they don't commit there on the spot. But if you go through this, you should be good to go and they'll be committing. So that's a one-on-one. And then there's also a two-on-one. Very similar to the one-on-one, except there's another mentor there with you or someone else in Vima already there with you. So it's 2 Vima people and 1 prospect. That's a 2-on-1, coffee shop, house again, wherever. And when you're doing the invite, not only do you want to sell the appointment, but you want to edify the third party mentor. Now, edification is when you talk someone up. You don't want to be fake, you want to be real with them, right? But you want to get them excited to talk to that person. So I can simply say, hey, Jacob, I want you to come on over and meet my friend Alex. He's awesome, okay? Or I could say, hey, Jacob, I want you to come on over. I want you to meet my good friend Alex. I've been working with him now for the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I feel like we're already so close, like we're brothers. We've had a great experience so far in this thing we've been doing. He's helped impacted so many people's lives, and I'm just blessed that he's able to help me now. And I told him all about you, and he's really excited to meet you. So I want you to come on over to my house. I want you to meet me at Starbucks. Alex is going to be there as well. And I told him all about you, and he's really excited to meet you. I want to show you what I'm so excited about. And all of a sudden, now they're excited to not only hear what you're doing, but also excited to meet that person. So that's what the edification of that third-party mentor is all about. So important that you learn that. And the more you edify someone, the easier your job becomes, because your prospect's going to be all ears if you edify them correctly. So again, show up early, get the Wi-Fi. You want to introduce that mentor with awesome edification. So if you did it over the phone or a text, do it again in person. Let them know, hey, this guy's the real deal. And that way they're going to be all ears to listen to what they have to say. And again, the focus is on them. Use the flip book, share your cold guest. Maybe the mentor could even share their story for credibility. You know, it shows them that this isn't just you with some crazy idea, that this is real and there are other people doing this too. So, and then again, you want to add them to the Supercharged Facebook group at the end. Really edify that group. It'll expose them over time. It's a great, great tool for you. So that was a lot of great stuff about the offline. And now let's show you how the online factor can come into it as well, because between social media and just the internet, we're so connected now as a world that it just makes sense to also make money online. Like, just the opportunity is out there so much, and using online will allow you to build your most important brand, which is you. And so I would strongly recommend using the Supercharged Network system. It is absolutely phenomenal and I use it. So I'm gonna go show you a sneak peek about what it's all about. All right, this is kind of the page you're gonna see when you click on that. Kind of gives you an overview of what's in it. So instead of just giving you an overview, I'm actually gonna show you mine. So mine is alexanderstraight.com. Oh, I typed it in wrong. alexanderstraight.com, there we go. Not alexander.com, there we go. So this is what mine looks like. I'm gonna pause this video real quick. So you can see it's all about Supercharged. So you can see your parts have been bigger than yourself. You get to customize all its text here. You can customize this, put your own picture. There's a video it plays, very, very professional videos. The millionaires, you know, like Alex Morin and Vincent Ortega, you know, they're selling the business for you. So again, the whole edification, the third-party credibility, you're basically shows you how you're partnered up with millionaires. And then down here, there's little testimonial videos, and so that way you can click on one, it pops up, and it gives their personal testimonial super quick. This one's 23 seconds. Dennis Ligon has made $1.5 million. Okay, so it's kind of cool. So that way you can see all the different people down there. You get to customize that. There's autoresponders. These are actual real-time Facebook comments that are inside of the Facebook group. And so you can scroll through it and you can see the proof when there are so many Facebook comments. So that whole social proof, it's awesome. And if somebody's kind of curious, if you haven't personally added them to the Facebook group, they can go click on that and it'll add them to the Facebook group for you. So this is an example of what they would see. They can go in, they can go look at it, they can kind of start peeking inside, and then they're going to go want to request access to join the group. So that's that right there. And also the cool thing about all the sales system is that there is an app for it. So as you capture contacts, you'll see right here, you click on this button and it captures their name, email, and phone number. And so as they are going throughout this system, you're going to be able to not only get their information, if they're a friend, cool. If they're not a friend, they're someone you met or someone that you find online and send them here, or a cold prospect or whatever, that's cool to get their information. And the app allows you to track the progress of the videos they've watched. And so I'm just going to go put in something random right now. I'm just going to go use a random email I have that I don't use ever. And I'm going to go put in a random phone number. It's not going to work. Okay? And you can see once you go inside and you go into the next step, right, you can see you're on step 2. And so now it's going to talk more about the health. Video 3 is about the wealth, and the last one's kind of about the freedom, right? And so you can see you plug people in and the video does all the selling and telling for you. And let's say somebody watches this video and they're all fired up and they're all ready to go. You can go customize this button. They click that button and it takes it right to your Vima website. And so this is my Vima website, and that way someone can go sign up right there on the spot. And it's just a phenomenal, phenomenal tool. So there's an app that tracks everything, and you can see the testimonials again. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I use this. I strongly recommend that you use it as well. It's a 7-day free trial and $37 a month after that. So if you don't feel like you're ready for that, totally cool. I would definitely go recommend that. And so even if you don't do that, you could still use online. I'm going to kind of show you how right now. but I would definitely recommend that for your personal brand. If you're serious about this, use it, start it. It's very simple to set up and get rocking and rolling with that. So step number 1 for online is, again, just like regular, the invite and the edification. Now what you're edifying here is the system. And so you could sell the system will sell your prospect, right? Let people know you're busy, you got a lot going on, your time's short, but you really wanted to connect with them and do it with passion. Let them know, again, just like we went over with the invite, all that basic stuff, right? After you invite them and they agree to the appointment to check this out, let's say you're adding, you're sending them your website, add them to the Supercharged Facebook group. And so as soon as you do that, they're going to get the notification that they've been added, and they're going to kind of get curious and excited, because we all have that little curiosity factor of what's going on. So add them to the Supercharged Facebook group, and you can go tag them in the video. The video is inside the Facebook group. Or what I would recommend if you're using the system is you can go send them your personal website. Okay? If you're not using the system, just go find the video, tag them in the comments, tell them to go watch it. But I would strongly recommend getting this, having your own website, and sending it to them after you add them in the Facebook group. Step number 4, they're going throughout the system. You could track it on your app and in the website, onlinesalespro.com. You can go log in when you create your account and everything, and you can go see how much of the video that they've watched, and that way you can know if they're being serious or if they're just skipping it over and not really watching it. So they will get back with you to sign up, or you're gonna have to follow up with them. You're probably gonna have to follow up regardless, but sometimes they're just gonna come to you and they're gonna be like, what's your link? What's your website? I'm ready to go right now. This is awesome. So if they do that, that's really cool. And step number 5 is if they do have questions, it's just like for offline, where you make sure you answer their questions and you really close them about losing the spot. So make sure they go through the entire system, and if they haven't, probably their questions can be answered on that system because it goes over everything. But if they still have questions, do a three-way call, post the questions in the Facebook group so someone can answer it. There's always tools, but again, don't be the know-it-all. Don't be the message, be the messenger. Edification is extremely duplicatable. So if you can teach, if you can get really good at edifying the system and then edifying the Facebook group and then edifying your mentor on a three-way call, if you just get really good at introducing other tools, you're gonna make tons of money in this business. Don't be the message, be the messenger. So that's just a little bit about going over the online system and how to promote the business online. If you go get it, again, sign up at superchargednetwork.com. The link's right there. So that's for that right there, and then scrolling on down. So that's how you show them with directly. That's like a direct invite. You're directly showing them and asking them to check out Supercharged Network, check out Vima, check out your website, check out the Facebook group, right? There's also indirect ways to expose people, and that's basically, these are the ones that happen over time. And this is what social media is all about. If you're already using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Vine, you should be making money with it. It's 2015, time of this recording. You got to be making money if you're on Facebook, because if not, you're behind the times. And if you don't have a lot of those other things, as long as you have at least a Facebook, you can do this, okay? So you want your social media, you want your friends to enjoy the journey because they're always watching you. They may not say it, but they're always watching you, okay? So don't reinvent the wheel. We are part of the R&D department, which is rip off and duplicate. So don't sit there and try to do your own thing because you probably don't know it better than someone else. There are people who have already gone through the trial and error. So make sure to use our advice, use our tips, follow this training, and just rip off and duplicate. If you see a post you like, make sure that you can actually use it for yourself or change it up however you need to and use it for yourself. And we're gonna get into that right now. So if you add your friend to the Supercharged Network Facebook group, like you should, you want to be posting inside there because your friend's gonna get a notification every time you post inside there. So you're gonna be exposing them indirectly every time you post inside there. And then eventually over time, they're eventually gonna be like, I've seen enough, and they're gonna come to you and say, let's meet up, I want that affiliate pack, I wanna get my business started. I had a friend named Dana who I showed this business to 11 months prior, and she was all excited, she was all ready to get into it, and then just life happened, just wasn't the right timing for her. So no doesn't mean no, it means not yet. She was part of a Facebook group, she kept seeing stuff going on, and then she came to me saying, I'm in a great place in my life right now, I'm ready to get started in this business. We met up the next day, she got her affiliate pack, and now she's rocking and rolling. So That's what this Facebook group can do for your prospect, all right? The kind of stuff you want to be posting inside of this Facebook group is the results of yourself or your team. So maybe you could post results from a financial perspective, or someone losing weight, or maybe you have a lot more energy, just results, good positive stuff, no negativity. Just no negativity, ever. Good positive stuff, okay? And then also a minimum of video a week. So supercharged health, supercharged wealth, supercharged freedom. So whatever you experience that week, maybe just pick one day a week, you always post a video. Find something to talk about, don't go on too long. Nobody wants to watch a 10-minute video, but a quick, minute to 3 minutes once a week, that's awesome. It's gonna build your personal brand. People are gonna recognize you, and your friends are gonna watch the videos and be getting exposed over time. It's so cool. Facebook group's awesome. And also, if you want to, you can do a minimum of video a week about a tip you've learned. So I have an example right here. I'm gonna go show it to you real quick. We're not actually gonna play the video, so you can go watch it on your own time, but you'll see this is one I filmed. So this is me sharing my video tip, and as of right now, it's got 20 likes and a bunch of comments. Great nugget, awesome, great, nice one, just got started. Thanks so much for that. So it's kind of cool to see that. And if you're on this training and you go watch this link, and if you like it, feel free to go like and comment on this when you get to this point in your training. I would love to keep this post going because it is a great tip. So that's just an example of a tip you've learned over the week. Excitement and enthusiasm always. Don't overkill it. You don't want to be posting 10 times a day. But if you have something exciting that happens in your business, let the team know. Everyone's going to support you. Everyone's going to be saying, awesome, great job, keep it up. And then your friends are going to see that and see the 20 comments, and they're going to be like, this person's on to something. I really should take a look at this. So it's just a great way to expose your friends. Share tips that are working for you again. Engagement. And so when someone new is added to the page or someone new is added to the team, welcome them. Don't just like the post, actually take the time to comment and welcome them. It's another way to get your face out there, and people are going to respect you more for that. We recommend adding 10 people to the Facebook group and inviting them to watch the video. So 10 is a great number. If you're sitting down and saying, I'm going to do Vimo, I would say expose 10 people. So whether it's re-exposures or new people, people you just meet, when you do the invite, you sell the appointment, you get them to commit to check it out, and then you go add them to the Facebook group. And so that's what that whole add to people to Facebook group is. That way the group keeps getting bigger and bigger, and your prospects are always connected. All right? Comment on 10 other posts per day in the group. Picture of the day of the nutrition you are drinking with Vimo. So here's a link that Vincent started about that. And you can kind of see there's him drinking his Part T to kind of show that we're not just selling the stuff. We don't sell can by can, but that it's important and we actually use it in our life. So you can see a lot of people are posting their pictures with their Mojo and Renew and Bold and let's see, Burn, Sugar-Free. And there's me when I met Bob Proctor for the first time with the Verve. So lots of cool stuff. MJ out by the pool, Amy with her Part T. So good stuff like that. Again, it goes to show it's part of your lifestyle, and then always want to recognize other people's accomplishments. And so that's the kind of stuff you post inside the Supercharged Facebook group. You also want to post stuff on your regular, one more thing. Always shout out new people that join the team with the picture. So it's a big deal when someone trusts you enough and makes the commitment to join your business. And so make sure that you give them a shout out, and they're going to feel so welcomed because everyone's going to comment on that saying, welcome to the team, so excited to have you, rock star, all that kind of stuff. So whenever someone joins, find a picture of them, take a screenshot of something, and post it on the Facebook group. And also as soon as someone rank advances. And so when you're a rock star that you enroll, it's bronze and then silver and then gold within their first 90 days, just like you are, give them that shout out, show them some love. The more love they feel, the more they're connected they're gonna be. And everyone likes to feel loved. And so always give someone love. I don't wanna say you can never give too much love because it can get obnoxious, but you'll get the clue. As you're on the Facebook group, you see the kind of posts going on, you'll get what's good and what isn't. So that's cool, thumbs up. And then on your personal Facebook wall, so not every person, especially now that you just joined, your whole Facebook list isn't on the Facebook group. And so you don't want to go add all 1,000 friends or 500 friends right now, because again, you're doing it one by one, because you're doing a good invite, one by one, not mass. But for people who aren't in the group, they need to see that this is real as well, and that way maybe that they can come to you. It also just helps build your brand. So here's the kind of stuff that you can post on your personal Facebook wall, or also any other social media. You could do some social proof. So here's an example of some social proof. Okay, this is Alex Morin and Brad Kazan speaking on convention stage. You can see they're goofy, they're having a good time, and there's like 10,000 people all kinds of fired up behind them. And this was a birthday shout out. So this is when Alex gave Brad a birthday shout out for his birthday that happened in March. Okay, so, and you see lots of comments. And so obviously you haven't spoken on stage at a convention yet, but there's always good kinds of social proof, maybe a good event that you go to or something like that. That's social proof. Something that's thought-provoking or engaging. And so this is MJ when she shared her why. She shared why she's doing Vima, not the fancy watches, not the fancy cars. She's doing this so she doesn't have to work a job, and she can spend more time with her kid. Great, great post, and it gets you as a prospect thinking. You know, it gets you thinking, maybe I don't want to work my job. And it gets them thinking. So that's something thought-provoking. Here's an inspirational post example. Gonna be super quick with these. This was me. I gave basically a shout out to my mom and dad because they're awesome, and the Facebook loved it. You know, it got over 42 likes or so here and a bunch of comments, and that was really cool, and it helps to keep you in a positive light on your Facebook friends. Stay away from all the drama. You can post a lifestyle picture. So here's an example of a lifestyle picture. This is a great, great picture. Jerry Maurer. This is him when he went and put in his 2 weeks on his job. So how's that for a lifestyle? He decided he's now going full-time in Vima, and he's putting in his 2 weeks at his job, and look at the love that he got on this. So many comments. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. That's awesome. So congrats, Jerry. Great lifestyle picture. Great example of what's a good kind of post. Positive. He didn't put down his job. He put up his new lifestyle he's starting. So that's good. No negativity. Words of wisdom. You can see this is my brother. He posted a picture on Instagram, shared it on Facebook. Jay-Z, I believe you could speak things into existence. And it got lots of love. Again, just the whole positive mindset. And then a video of the day. So I'm not going to actually watch this video with you. This was just a quick 15 seconds. It was on my Instagram, shared it on Facebook. And in this, I basically said, whenever you feel like not doing something, that means that you really, really need to do it. Now, I did it in reference to the gym, how I just worked out at the gym because I didn't feel like going, so I went. That means I really needed to go. And you can see down here in the comments, Kevin Garcia said, great tip, thanks. And Christina Wells said, this just made me go to the gym, literally putting on my running shoes. And so I provided value to my Facebook world, and I got a good response, and I provoked good action, good positive action. Let me go like that. So that's kind of cool. So there you go with that. That's the video of the day. I would recommend 3 to 5 posts per day, but you don't want to spam over and over again. You want to be genuine, you want to be real. If that sounds like a lot to you, just start maybe doing 1 a day and work your way up there. But the goal is to always show up when someone logs in. So if they log in at 8 a.m. or noon or 6 p.m. or midnight, your goal is to always be on there. And if you post something good that gets a lot of likes and comments, better chance of that happening. So to take action, to end this video, I know this was a long one. Thank you for hanging out with me. To take action, I want you, if you have not already, introduce yourself to the Facebook group and go make a post of a positive affirmation that you're going to say to yourself every single day. And so don't say it like I can, say it in the present tense, I will. I will be a Pinnacle leader in Vima. I will change thousands of people's lives. I am a happier person. I am positive. I have no negativity in my life. Stuff like that in the present tense. Write it down, post a picture in the Facebook group, and read that out loud to yourself every single day. Positive thoughts generate positive feelings and attract positive life experiences, and that's what this is all about. So if you need more tips on this, go back, rewatch this video, and I want to thank you for hanging out with me on this third video, and I will. My brother is going to wrap this up in video number 4, all about duplication. So thank you so much for your time, and one more video. You guys are almost there. Great job, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.